Dennis is Michael's. Two more minutes.
Well, we're just waiting for Sarah. We're going to give it a couple more minutes to give her a chance to get logged in.
Sounds good.
Jeff is not in attendance today. He is excused.
I read his note.
Thank good. Kim has her friend with her.
Yeah, he's not so graceful in his age, so I had to turn the camera off to help him up here. Good old boy. Hello, Tiggs.
Handsome. Let's see. Well, we do have a quorum, so I guess I could start the meeting and we can start taking care of some of the housekeeping items while we're waiting for Sarah to get logged in. So
Hold on,
call
ma'am.
the
She's
meeting-
she's coming.
Oh, is she? Oh, cool.
Yeah, hold on. Just give her a second.
Excuse me. And I'm gonna apologize in advance for the cough. Can't get rid of it.
Well, I'll apologize too ahead of time because I woke up with a cold this morning.
Oh, goodness. Gotta love it. This time of year.
Mhm.
I'm doing, mine is, I had my second Moderna shot yesterday.
That could
So
be,
you get symptoms the day after often.
okay.
So yippee. Okay, Sarah's on. We have 4 select board members. Jeff has been excused from the meeting. I'm calling the meeting to order at 6:03. We'll move straight into the agenda. Item 1A, the payroll warrants of April 2, 2021. We are open for a motion.
I move that we approve the payroll warrant of April 2, 2021. Someone's going to stand in for Jeff to
Second.
second this. Thank you.
It's been moved and seconded by Kathy and Kim to approve the payroll warrant of April 2, 2021. Any questions from the board? Comments? Seeing none, calling for a vote from Kim,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes,
Sarah,
Yes.
and Pam votes yes. Motion carries 4-0. Accounts payable, April 6, 2021.
I move that we approve the accounts payable warrant of April 6, 2021.
Second.
Approval of accounts payable, April 6, 2021 has been moved and seconded by Kathy and Kim. Any questions or comments from the board? Seeing none, calling for a vote from Kim,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes,
Sarah,
Yes.
and Pam votes yes. Motion carries 4-0. Approval of the minutes from March 30, 2021. We're open for a motion.
I move that we approve the minutes of March 30, 2021.
Second.
Minutes of March 30, 2021 have been moved and seconded by Kathy and Kim. Any errors, omissions, corrections? Jackie did a great job. Thank you, Jackie. Seeing no comments, calling for a vote from Kim,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes,
Sarah,
Yes.
and Pam votes yes. Motion carries 4-0. There are no special presentations, no committee appointments, and we are ready to open a public hearing. I'm open for a motion to open a public hearing.
I move that we open a public hearing for the purpose of, to approve the request for extension of license on premise for Daniel Dyer, doing business as Barnhouse Grill and Pub located at 390 Bath Road.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded by Kathy and Kim at 6:05 to open a public hearing. Are there any questions or comments from the board about this particular business license?
No.
Anyone need any extra information? It's going to be another really fast public hearing. Okay, I need a motion to come out of public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded by Kathy and Sarah to come out of the public hearing at 6:06, 1 whole minute. We are open for a motion.
I move that we go out of public hearing
No,
session.
we're out already.
We have to go back into public session. My apologies. I'm going to blame it on somebody else.
Sorry. We need a motion to approve the request.
I
I
move
move
that
that-
we approve the request for the expanded liquor license of the Barnhouse Grill and Pub.
Second,
Was that Kathy seconded?
yes.
Okay. It's been moved to approve the request for extension of the Barnhouse Grill and Pub located at 390 Bath Road. That's been done by Kim and Kathy. Any further discussion, questions? Seeing none, calling for a vote from Kim,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
and Pam votes yes. Motion carries 4-0. Congratulations to the Barnhouse Grill and Pub on their expansion. And good luck.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We
Thank
enjoy
you.
you guys.
Take care.
So we are now on item 6, public agenda, public comment, can't read and talk at the same time. Public comment on non-agenda items for, this is a period where anyone in the public can speak up to 5 minutes on anything that's not on the agenda.
I know Lucia Drobey would like to speak.
Okay, Lucia, and then Ed, let me get my timer up so I can get it going. Okay, Lucia, go right ahead.
Yeah, can you give me a 4-minute countdown? And then I'll start talking faster. So my name is Lucia Drobey, and I'm here to present to you the 2021 Wiscasset Art Walk. Last year, we really slimmed it down to almost nothing, although I must say we ended up on the evening news during August when we did our 19th Amendment centennial celebration, and we're also on the main website's centennial celebration. So that's something for all of us to be so proud about. So here's what the Art Walk season is looking like. We're going to go a little bit bigger this year. We've had a lot of experience with COVID. Most of our activities are outside. So we're going to go back to almost a normal Wiscasset Art Walk. We're looking at having a family-centered, hands-on art project once a month. Things like presenting kids and families with boxes of nesting materials to make nests, possibly making pom-poms. We'll have a grateful project, which is like last year's joyful project. People will answer the question on a sticky note, what are you grateful for? And then we'll stick them up on big windows. We're looking at performers, musicians, certainly to play outside, and depending on the situation with galleries, we'd like to have musicians back in the galleries as well. We hire musicians and they've all been challenged. We're also looking for dancers this year. We'd like to have a tap dancer. We'd like to have dancers do living pictures, and it's been very hard to find dancers. We're looking at the Y, we're looking at local schools. So if anybody has connections with dancers, dance students, high school students in the drama department, please let me know. Instead of food trucks this year, we're going to try out picnics to go. And we've invited Sarah's Cafe, Susan is smiling, and Treats, Mammy's in Water Street. Sarah's and Treats are on board, and they're going to do probably a single menu, a single price. People call in advance, grab the picnic, go into the village, and sit down and enjoy themselves. For sidewalk activities, we're looking at plein air artists. We'll invite our community nonprofits to come back. We're casting a net for some vendors. Apica Beads is interested, the Cultivated Thread is interested, and I think we'll do some sort of a visitor survey. We did that with the Weaving Project and discovered we had people coming into the village from all over New England and also a few other states. So we'll do something like that again. So what are the goals that drive us for the Art Walk? We want to share joy. We want to bring liveliness to the village, some brightness and something to look forward to. We want to experience small town neighborliness in a community setting. We want to offer art education and an opportunity for self-expression. We want to bring the community together by offering a meeting place in an exciting environment. And of course, we want to attract visitors to Wiscasset. Who benefits from the Art Walk? Certainly Wiscasset residents who experience pride of place in their community's civic center. Local artists get heightened visibility, and village businesses are introduced to new audiences. So that's my outline, the summary for what I see coming up this year. And now I have two requests for you. If I'd like to be able to hang our large banners on the railings in the village as we did in 2019. These are about 11 or 12 feet long, and we hang them with zip ties. It was okay in 2019, but that was a challenging summer with the discombobulated sidewalks. But I wonder if we could do that again. You know, we can't hang anything over Route 1 because it's a federal highway. So putting them on the railings along the edges seemed to work out well. Thoughts about that?
Okay, that's, yeah, that's something the board would just have to vote on.
Okay.
Yeah.
And today or another day?
Don't know if they're ready to discuss it today. We'll find out when you're done talking.
Okay. And then the other request is, although we are going to do picnics to go, I'd like to continue to have the use of Middle Street. In case we want to put music or dance there, maybe we need to put up bistro tables. And we've had the use of Middle Street for, I think, the last 3 or 4 years.
Okay,
Just the Mammy's side though, right, Lucia?
Say again?
Just the Mammy's side of,
Oh, yes, just on the Mammy side, because that's pretty much the only flat street. Mhm. Yes, thank you.
okay. On the Miami's side, okay. So you'd like to put the banners in town on the railings along the sidewalk, and you'd like to have bistro tables on Middle Street on the Miami's side of the road.
I'd actually like Middle Street to be a little bit more open-ended. If we had a dance performance, maybe there. If we're gonna have the Down East Brass Band, maybe there.
Would the board like to discuss this now?
Well, I think,
Any comments or questions from the board?
well, the banners, if they did that, and I remember they did that in 2019, I don't have a problem with, and I don't think anybody would with them,
Yeah.
them on the railings.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
just-
we've done that before.
is that just parallel to Route 1? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And is there any questions about the bistro tables on Middle Street on the Mammy side of the highway? No? So would anyone in the board like to make a motion to permit?
Oh, I make a motion that we permit the banners on Route 1 and the bistro tables on Water Street. Water Street?
Middle,
No.
Middle Street,
Middle Street, sorry.
okay. Do we have a second?
Second, but don't we need to say the use of Middle Street, not just bistro tables?
Mhm. I think so.
Maybe
Yeah,
because
bistro,
the street's
the
closed,
use of
right?
bistro tables on Middle Street.
Well, but I'm saying they might want to use it for something else, but it's the important part is the closure of that side of Middle Street.
Okay. Should I read the motion?
I'll retract my second.
Okay.
Okay.
I will I'll retract my motion and then try again. Make a motion that we approve the art walk banners on the railings of Route 1 and that we approve the closure of Middle Street for art walk. And the placement of bistro tables and brass bands and dancers
On the Mammy side.
on the Miami side of the street.
Second.
Okay. Okay, that's a little convoluted, but it works.
Yes, it does.
It covered everything. So approval of the banners on the railings on Route 1 and sidewalks and the closing of Middle Street for the use of bistro tables and possible art displays and performances on the Mammy side of the road. That was moved by Kim and Sarah. Any further discussion from the board? Comments from anyone? Seeing none, calling for a vote from Kim,
Yes.
Kathy,
yes,
Sarah,
Yes.
and Pam votes yes. Motion carries 4-0. Thank you, Lucia. It
Thank you all very much. See
sounds
you
like it's gonna be fun.
Be safe.
thank you for all your hard work.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Lucia.
Yeah, thank you.
And our next speaker is Ed Polyavarsik.
Good evening. Let me start with a little past history, if I will. At a previous select board meeting, probably a month or maybe two ago, I failed to speak up at this public comment section, primarily because Synergy was on the agenda. Knowing that these projects evolve over time, I was pretty anxious to get an update to understand where they really stood. When that agenda item came up, we began a discussion. I started to ask some questions, and the board shut it down. And I guess the intent was to have some discussion at another time. Last week, I again failed to speak up during the public comments, primarily because the solar ordinance was on the agenda. There are a number of issues that I believe are significant with the solar ordinance. And again, the item was deleted and there was no discussion. So where am I going with this? There are a number of aspects, and I guess aspects is the right word to use, with the Wiscasset Airport Solar Project. Thus far, from my point of view, and all the meetings I've attended, every time Synergy comes to the board, there is a different story. First, it was 50 acres with a lease rate of $1,000 an acre for 20 years. Then it got increased to 75 acres. Then they came back and offered the town a power purchase agreement. And that was a significant savings to the town. It went from $127 per megawatt hour to 80. That was not a bad deal at all. The last attempted meeting became 20 acres. And somehow or other, the lease rate or the fee became like $50,000. And now we're not negotiating with Energy or BAP Power anymore. We're negotiating with the affiliate of the subsidiary, a new company, MSD Wiscasset LLC. I really believe that the select board has an obligation to keep the town up to date with the status of this project. There are three areas that really need to be understood. The current status of the project. How many acres? What kind of power will it generate? And most importantly, how much energy will it actually generate? Once upon a time, this power, this energy was going to be provided to the town. And as I understand from the last meeting, that's not the case. So the question becomes, who is going to buy this energy? Is it a whole bunch of subscribers? This company, in order to continue, will have to make a profit. And I think the people of Wiscasset need to know how that's going to be achieved so that this project doesn't fail. The second aspect is project financing. We're negotiating now with a new company, MSD Wiscasset LLC. And the question is, what does this project cost? Is it $1 million an acre, $500,000 an acre, or even something less? How will it be financed? And does this company have the assets to actually finance this project? We don't really need another Point East where a project gets started and is abandoned halfway through. That's a real concern, and that's based on the finance of the project. And finally, financial possibilities for Wiscasset. There seems to be some real advantages for the people to agree to this kind of a project. The question is, what is the actual lease rate? It's only 20 acres and it's 50 grand. It isn't $1,000 an acre anymore. It's something different. Is the contract really 20 years? We know that these solar panels are not going to last all that long. It won't last the full period, but they'll last for 20 years. And we're concerned about removal. The solar ordinance looks like it'll take care of that. Is there a one-time fee? Is that where the $50,000 came from? And the real question is the solar system itself, the structure of it all. Is it taxable to the town? You know, we had Mason Station power generation plant that was taxable, Maine Yankee that was taxable. Here's a solar system, conversion system. Will that also be taxable and a benefit to the town? Now, we're amending this up. We're going to talk about Article 6 in a little bit. And the select board is asking the people to give them carte blanche. I think that the select board has an obligation to keep the people up to date. So we know all the aspects of this thing and support or not the project. Thank you.
Thank you, Ed. Almost exactly 5 minutes. You timed that very well. And all very good questions.
Thank
All
you.
very good questions, and I think you're right, that these are things that we don't know yet for sure, and we do need to know it before we go too far. So I appreciate it. Anyone else under public comments? Yes, Sarah.
Can I just wanted to address the language that we're voting on because we didn't do the motion or whatever it is later. I just want to be clear that I don't think we have any intention of being secretive about the lease agreement. Like we're not negotiating currently, at least as far as I'm aware. So I just don't want it
No,
to
we're
seem
not.
like we're hiding some sort of information or we know more than we've already reported. So.
Right, right. I hope that is clear that we are not currently negotiating with any company whatsoever. And this is just to give the board permission that when it is time to negotiate with a company, that we have permission from the town to do so. So, yes, Ed.
My real concern is that I spent many years, over 30 years, in negotiating multiple contracts with Boeing, NASA, United Aircraft, and the negotiation was never an easy thing. And in order for it to be successful, it required a lot of preparation for those negotiations. And that's really where I'm going. I try to give
Okay.
you a list of questions with things that the more knowledgeable the board is, the better off we have a chance of having a successful negotiation. And that's really where I'm going. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And I got that. I appreciate, as I said, I appreciate, those are all really good questions and things we'll need answers to before we move forward. Okay, so we're going to go to, let's see, there are no department head reports tonight. We have unfinished business. So generator bids, not bills.
That comes later.
Yeah. So you remember the last time we had the generator bids that I had said we were going to take a step back and reevaluate where we were, but we never officially acted on those. So I just need you to officially reject all those bids.
Okay. So we're open for a motion from the board to reject the bids that we received on generators.
I make a motion that the board reject the generator bids.
Second.
Excuse me. It's been moved and seconded by Kathy and Sarah to reject the generator bids. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, calling for a vote from Kim,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes,
Sarah,
Yes.
and Pam votes yes. Motion carries 4-0. We are looking at item 8B, Sprague's Electric Deposit. I have no real knowledge on what this is about.
I think we should table this until the end of the meeting.
So can I have, do I need a motion to table?
I'll
Just-
move it.
just-
We table it.
Just take it out of order.
Okay, we'll just take it out of, okay. Kathy, if you want to move to take it out of order?
I thought you wanted a motion, so yes, I will move that we take it out of order to the
Second.
end of the meeting.
Okay. And that was Sarah that seconded?
Yep.
Okay, so it's been moved and seconded by Kathy and Sarah that we will take Sprague's Electric out of order at the end of the meeting. That arrow went way down, calling for a vote from Kim,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes,
Sarah,
Yes.
and Pam votes yes. Motion carries. We'll discuss that at the end of the meeting. We are now on item 8C, revoting the town warrant Article 6. We just need to make the motion that is listed here. We voted on this at the last meeting and we did not have a motion and a second. We just voted. So open for a motion.
I move that we place the following article on the June 8th annual town meeting warrant. And the article is, shall the town authorize and delegate to the Board of Selectmen to negotiate and enter into a long-term lease agreement for approximately 20 acres at the Wiscasset Municipal Airport with MSD Wiscasset LLC, an affiliate of BAP Power Corporation, doing business as Synergy, for the construction and operation of a solar energy project on terms acceptable to the Board of Selectmen.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded by Kathy and Sarah. Any further discussion? Seeing none, calling from a vote from Kim,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes,
Sarah,
Yes.
and Pam votes yes. Motion carries 4-0. Excuse me. Item 9A, correspondence. I'm assuming that everyone read the letters from Margot Stiasny, Saraki, and Carol. I'm gonna slaughter this last name. I just know it. I would say Danilo, about the Margot wrote about the Wiscasset Community Center, and Carol wrote about the Wiscasset Fire Department and her experience with them 20 years ago, where they rescued her from a car accident. So any comments?
Well, wasn't there a donation with Carol too? Did I
There
make that
was,
up?
it was $1,000 check.
Yes.
the
Do
fire
you need a
department.
vote to accept that?
I need to figure out what account you want to put it in.
Ah,
Well, I thought it was to the fire department, but
It is, but it's up to you to decide whether you want to actually put it in the fire department account.
Well, my opinion is when I donate to something, I expect it to go where I donate it to. So I would say send it to the fire department. I don't donate money to have people move it somewhere else.
I fully agree.
So,
Yeah.
anything else from anyone else on the board?
well, the last sentence in her letter says, please accept this modest $1,000 donation to help support your department, its training and personnel, and she's referring to the fire department.
Yeah, yeah. Very generous of her. All right, so do you need a vote, Dennis, or is just having us say send it there
I'm
enough?
good.
You're good, okay. We are then up to the town manager's report.
Which
Hi,
was
Dwayne.
short and sweet this week
And had good news.
and had good news. Yeah, so we did get a check from MMA for just over $21,000 for our workers' comp audit. Hold on, I've got to turn this radio off.
Speaking of the fire department.
Ambulance is going out on a call. I don't want to blast everybody's eardrums. Yeah, so if nobody has any questions on the report other than that, I do have Fred Libby on with us. Pam, I think I emailed you guys and told you that I was gonna pull something under other board business.
Mhm.
With, I'm not gonna try, I always say right now because it's the only thing I know how to pronounce.
Mulnicky.
They have, the good news for everybody that's logged on is they've expanded their product line out there this year and expanded their business, and they've hired a whole bunch of people. But unfortunately, they don't have enough room for them all to park. And so they're asking to use some of the town property that's adjacent to their facility as a temporary parking area until they can expand their own parking area.
Mhm.
Pam, if you don't mind, we can let Fred speak for a moment.
No, go right ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm, as Dennis said, Fred Libby. I'm the general manager of U.S. Manufacturing from Onlika, and Wiscasset, of course, being one of our sites there. And yeah, we brought in a really good new business this summer for turning and positioning systems for for patients to prevent pressure ulcers, which is working really good. Unfortunately, business is growing really well, partly because of the COVID situation with all the hospitalizations, but it's put us in a position where it's basically during the shift change in our operation between day shift and night shift. It's with that overlap. We have this group of people that have been parking up on the road between us and the CMP building, sometimes blocking the fire hydrant that's up there. So of course that's not good. But there is an area that right at the end of the road there where the town road ends and our facility drops down into that little valley, if you will. It's just a grassy area, and we would like to pay to just put some gravel there so it's not a muddy mess. I sent Dennis a drawing, and I think I can't remember who came over, Dennis from your site there, but to look it over. But
Yeah,
basically, it's a 50 by 120 foot spot that we would like to just gravel over for that temporary overflow parking, and have the use for that until we can figure out a better plan. Because our property, if you've been there, it's kind of tricky with a lot of gullies and whatnot on the site we're
Right.
currently at. So.
Yeah, there's not a lot of level ground there. Okay, what are the wishes of the board?
So-
I'm all for whatever they need to do.
Yep,
And I
we
thank
just
you
drew up
very
a-
much.
We drew up a simple agreement, mainly just that says that we retain ownership and we take no liability for anything that they do. So Pam, if I can get a motion just to go ahead and sign this agreement, that will be fine.
Okay. So I would like a motion for the town to enter an agreement with Mullica for parking on town property.
So moved.
Second,
Okay, so that is, excuse me, it's been moved and seconded by Kathy and Kim. Any further discussion or questions? Seeing none, calling for a vote from Kim,
yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
and Pam votes yes. That is 4-0, motion carries. And thank you very much to Monica for being in Wiscasset.
Yeah.
Nope,
Yes.
thank you all. Thank you all.
You're an asset.
I remember when they came. At my age.
Okay.
Bye now.
Okay, so we need a motion to go into executive session.
I move that we go into executive session for the purpose of the executive session pursuant to 1 MRSA 405.
Second.
I've got this moved and seconded by Kathy and Kim, going into executive session at 6:34. Okay, thank you, and let's go join the breakout room.
So anybody that should have gotten an invitation for a breakout room, if you're in a room by yourself, just be patient. We'll get there.
Pam, did we have to vote to go into executive session?
Oh, sorry, we didn't vote, sorry. My God, thank you, Kim. All right, calling for a vote from Kim,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
Sarah.
She went already.
She's gone.
Oh, she left already, and Pam votes yes, so that's 3-0. Sorry about that, and see you in the next room.
It says that we're still being recorded on YouTube.
Breakout rooms aren't recorded.
Oh, okay. I'm just reading the little thing on my screen here.
Hold on, I haven't. So you should have just gotten an invitation.
Okay, there we go, to join.
Yep.
Hi, Charlotte. I guess that's it.
Yeah, everybody's muted again. So.
All right, so we're back in the regular room, so we're the full meeting, so we now need to go to another room
Yeah.
to
Joy-
continue our executive session. We are still in executive session. And Dennis, you're muted.
So you get an invitation to go into a different room.
Yep. Okay.
I love you.
Not seeing it.
Me neither.
Oh, he's doing it. I see changes going on.
Did Sarah and Kathy go?
Isn't this fun? I'll be so glad when Zoom is a thing of the past.
I think the breakout rooms are kind of neat. I take class in Zoom every week for 4 hours, and there's a lot of breaking out and coming back together and breaking out.
Mhm.
Usually it works. Oh, Pam, if you press join breakout room on the bottom, there's a button there. I'm going to press join breakout room.
I don't have that. I'm on an iPad. I don't have there's nothing on the bottom of my screen. I see more. Nope. Participants. Regular. Nope. Well, they're going to have to go in a breakout room without the chairman because I don't have a link to a breakout room. Nope. It's not giving me a link to a breakout room. Nothing here. Oh, join.
Hey, guys, so everybody will be coming back here shortly. And everybody's on automatic mute, so
Oops, yeah. So I'm open for a motion to leave executive session.
So moved.
Second,
It's been moved and seconded by Kathy and Sarah to leave executive session, calling for a vote from Kim.
yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
Sarah? Oop, Sarah, is she there?
Said yes.
Did we?
us.
Oh, she's right there. Sarah's yes, and Pam's yes, so that's 4-0 at 7:11. 11 PM. Okay, and we are now at, there is no action following the executive session. We are now going back to item 8B, Sprague's electric deposit.
I'll make a motion that Frank Sprague's electric deposit be equivalent to his first month's electric bill from last year, which was $209.69.
69 cents. 60.
Okay, it's been moved. Do we have a second?
Second.
Excuse me, gosh darn it. All right, it's been moved and seconded by Kim and Kathy to set the Sprague deposit at $209.69. Any discussion or questions? Seeing none, calling for a vote from Kim,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
and Pam votes yes. Motion carries 4-0, which takes us to item 12, adjournment.
Oh, I move we adjourn.
Second,
It's been moved and seconded by Kathy and, oops, and I'm writing Sarah and I'm thinking Kim. Kathy and Kim, so calling for a vote from Kim,
yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
and Pam votes yes. We are adjourned at 7:13 PM. Thank you, everyone, for your work tonight.
Oh, thank you for your chairmanship.
You're very welcome.
Oh,
Take care,
you did a
everybody.
Good job.
Good night, all.
Good night. Thank you.
Bye.
Night.